Hey, welcome to the NH Fitness Lifestyle channel, and if you haven't been here before, be sure to subscribe for all my content using that subscribe button below. And as usual, my channel is all about helping you achieve a fitter, healthier lifestyle in both body and in mind. I'll be offering advice on how to change your habits, your intake and your movement, as well as what this particular video is all about, and that is how to enhance your future goals and most importantly, enhance your potential. So what I've got here today is all about creating a vision board. So how to, but I think what's really important before we go into that is to really insight the benefits of it. You know, why should you do a vision board? So I've got some 3 key points, but hey, if you stick around from all the way to the end, you're going to get 4 clear steps of how to create it. Plus I've got my giveaway of my book, so stick around for that one so you can find out how to get the free ebook for that one. So let's start with the number one, with the actual vision board itself. So a vision board creates an emotional connection that motivates you. So remember, your mind thinks in pictures, and I remember doing a course on how to sort of take in information better and sort of remember things, and one of the fundamental one was that is to be able to picture things in your mind in these clear pictures. So that's what's really going to motivate you. It has that emotional connection with that. Number 2 is it makes it real in your mind, so you begin to believe it's possible. So that's the good thing about it. Like, I normally, in all honesty, for years I've wrote things down and I've repeated it in my head, and that's really helped. But sometimes if you could see the picture and you're seeing it daily, unconsciously, so remember, it's not always on a conscious level, it's got to be the unconscious which is embedded underneath. And if you keep seeing this stuff and repeat, a bit like learning something new, the more you read something or the more you see it, the more it goes in and the more you're going to remember it, and of course then you start believing it. And then number 3 is a vision board helps you clarify what you want out of life. I mean, I remember when I first structured this, I started adding new bits into it, so I certainly can relate to that, how it can start evolving a bit more when more you do that. So yeah, they're the 3 points, so hopefully that's motivated you to stick around a bit more. So yeah, let's start from the top with step number 1. So when we go into step number 1, the first thing you need to do is to record down your goals. So get a bit of paper if you haven't already done so, and jot down all your goals, all the things you want to achieve in 2021. Record it all down, as many as you can. I think I had up to about 16 bullet points because I ended up putting it on my phone as well. And I structured them all out. And on there, yeah, there's about 16 points on there, which I just jotted down initially. Again, once you've written it down, you can kind of expand it or make it more punchier. But ultimately, just start writing it down. So that's number 1. Once you've done that, number 2, draw on paper your images. Now I've actually done a screenshot of my initial images here, so let me just show you that. So there you go, so there's like the initial images there. Obviously I'm going to reveal what the actual vision board looks like in a bit, but as you can see I just drew little pictures just to get an idea of exactly what I was looking for, because that does lead on to number 3. So let's take that back off. Number 3 is actually find your images before you start. So I've got a few tips on here, and I'm going to share the actual screen. So I'm going to put it on this one. As you can see, that's my desktop. You can see the vision board in the background there. And right, let me just bring up the search. As you can see here, this one is really good. So this one here is Unsplashed, which is, again, I've left all the links for this one. But this was really easy. You can pretty much just search for anything you want, and it will come up what you want, basically. So I don't know if I can give an example, but I'm on here actually. See if I can show you what I mean. So if you search, so for example, for me, it might be that you want to search for a ring, just say. So let's put in ring. So if you type in there you go. So there's plenty of ideas, really good images of what you want with that one. So that one's completely free as well. So that's Unsplash. Again, I'll leave a link for that one. Canvas is really good. And obviously you've got to open up an account, which is free, but if you want to go pro, you have to pay for it. By the way, I'm not endorsing these. These are just some of the ways how I've got the images for my vision board. Obviously there's your usual Google searching for images, because it is only for your use, of course. But on this one, if you create, say, a poster, just say, so it'll open up, and then obviously what you'll get is on this left hand side you can click on photos, and I don't know, for me let's just say I put in, because one of mine is saving more money, so good thing with that one be like a piggy bank. So if I click on that, it gives me pictures, which I used one, I think I used this particular one here. So that's really good for that. But one of the things what I found when I put the images in is it looked a bit untidy with the backgrounds. So this is really good. You can actually remove the background. So what I actually would suggest you do is open up a file. So I've put a file called Vision Board, and in that what I've got is I put like all the pictures in there. So that's where I collected all the pictures up. But one of mine, what I actually created a bit later, was being on stage again, or whether being on stage or actually running the show, but this was a representation. So you can literally drop that in there, just say, and what it does is it literally removes the background. So that's what's good about that. So I let that pop up, see if it pops up. There it is. So it's removed the background. That was me and Beachbody in 2015, which I used as an image. And obviously you can download in HD. That's where obviously you'd have to pay for it with that one. But yeah, it's brilliant for stuff like that. So I would strongly recommend using that for that reason. It'd be really good. So there's just some ideas in terms of finding your images before you start. So if you can collect all them up, that'd be absolutely brilliant before you either go into number 4. So if I click on number 4 now, and that is actually do your design. So there's a number of things you can use. You can use Google Chrome, or you can use Word on your desktop. A really good trick what I use is, if you've got a Mac, you can use Keynotes. If you've got PowerPoint, you can use it on that. The good thing about, the reason why I like using that is because you can also create it like a little movie if you wanted to, or you can have it as a still picture. And I just think it's a little bit easy to design, and you don't need anything like Photoshop or any of these particular photo type of ones. But obviously these just are ideas what you can use. So I'm going to actually open up my Keynotes, and I can kind of show you what I mean then. So I'm just going to open it up first before I share the screen again. So with the Keynotes, let's see if it's going to open. Yeah, so let me just click on here. So as you can see, I've just done an example of a blank screen there. And again, you can just purely just drop the images in, and then once you've dropped them all in, see, you can just space all out as best you can. So if you've got the Mac, use the Keynotes. That's really easy to use, that one. Just highly recommend that if you haven't seen that one before. Again, if you use PowerPoint on a normal desktop like a PC, you can use that as well. So yeah, so let me show you my actual vision board. Let me actually show that to you, which I've got on the actual desktop anyway, so I can actually just put it on myself again. So share the screen. So there it is. So let's just take these steps off. Just leave that one on there because it's about design. There you go. So as you can see, this is my plan, what I've done, which I've been creative with, as you can see. So I wanted to sort of be on some sort of magazine, so I thought, hey, let's set a goal of being on Men's Health. So he's a hero of mine, David Beckham, so I thought I'll find that particular one, so I used that. The other thing is I wanted to create a second book, so I used my image of my first book, yeah, and then I put book 2. So the other good way you can do this is to use sort of words and digits to indicate what your goal is. Another example here is YouTube. So one of the goals is I'm at 1.5k at the moment subscribers. So in 2021 I want to double that. So I put 3,000 subscribers, and I put other little specific figures which means a lot to me. So you can be really creative with this. With the piggy bank, I've put 10%. So let's put away 10%. That also means obviously make an extra 10%. This one with the holiday, being optimistic, of course, with the current situation, but I put holiday, picture of a nice location, a nice palm tree and a beach, and I put +2, being that I'm planning on having 2 holidays. So these are just some of the ideas which I've created for my vision board, and hopefully this gives you inspiration to just at least start it. You know, write your goals down and see how you get on with it. So that's the good thing. So let me recap on all of the 4 again, just in case. Remember, number 1, record your goals down. Number 2, draw on paper the images. And then number 3, find the images, put it in a file so it's all nice and neat. And then of course number 4, I still have it on the screen, is to do the design and have it on your desktop. Yeah, so literally you can put it on your desktop, you can literally just put it save in the background, and it's always there whenever you're there. That's the good thing about this. So it really does work. It's powerful, you know, whereas before I had to constantly just look on obviously a bit of paper. Where the inspiration come from with this was, I felt a little bit down last week and I couldn't see into the future, and this is where I thought, you know what, I haven't done vision board on my desktop before, let's do it. The last time I'd done a vision board in some sort of way was in 2011, I think it was, and I actually done it as a poster on my wall. But obviously in the end it ended up coming down because it was, it didn't look right in my, it looked messy. So at least with it's on your desktop, it's there, you can watch it all the time, whenever most people working from the desktop. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a like and leave a comment, and obviously subscribe to the channel, which leads on to how you're going to get a free download of my ebook. And that is, in the comments, put down one of your goals, which you don't mind sharing. And the winner, which I think, wow, that's a really good goal, will get a free ebook. So do that one, leave a little comment, and any other questions what you got about this video. And as usual, if you've got any feedback of any other sort of type of how-to videos you'd like me to do, my eating challenge recently, which I'm going to leave on the end screen, the banana challenge, reached my new high of views, which was 3.4. So me and Anil will probably eventually do another one. But yeah, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to leave you with the outro. Thank you. Speak to you soon.